I had a technical issue with demonstrating area type on the main video for this project. So once again, here is an example of area type, which is type added to a shape. I'm going to create a shape here. Doesn't matter what shape you use. You can draw something weird like that and still put type into it. But I'm just going to use a hexagon, and maybe I'll put it at an interesting angle. Right now it's black. It doesn't matter what color it is, because when you do area type, copy this type, you can come up with your own type. You can write something that fits the shape the way you want it to. You could use a poem. You could use a song. Command A, select all. Command C, copy. I'm going to take the area type tool and put it at the top of the shape. I get the placeholder text. It is highlighted as it comes in, so Command V, put my text in. And just out of curiosity, if I rotate that a little, does that fit any better? That might be okay. Now, what I want you to do is use the direct select tool and select the shape and then add color to it. Just might lighten that a little. So that's a fill. I've got black type and a gold fill, and once again selecting with the direct select tool. Find my swatch palette, select the stroke, select a stroke color, then increase the size of the stroke so you can actually see something. And I like it big enough that the type runs into it, because I want you to do one more thing, and that is main selection tool, select this, and in the type pull down, find area type options and add an inset. An inset is a space between the path and the type within it. So there, now the type is not running into the stroke. You can change the alignment. You can do, and I don't know if you can actually tell, if I shorten this, I'm going to say OK here. Put my cursor there, and Command Shift End, delete the rest of that. So here's my type, and now it doesn't quite fill it. Type, area type options, center aligned vertically, top aligned, bottom aligned, vertically justified, spreads it out evenly. You can use any of those you would like to use. I think I'll do top, and I think I may add another sentence back in. And you can change it from ascent, which means that the spacing from the top of the object to the type is based on the ascent of the type, meaning everything above the baseline, including ascenders and cap height. You can change it to cap height, which is slightly different. You could go by X height, where it's going by the height of the lowercase letters, and sometimes that's better, especially if you're doing centered. It tends to even out the space above the visual weight of the letters, the lowercase letters. So this space is more even with this space if I do that, as opposed to cap height, where now it appears that this space at the top is larger. There's a few other things you can do there, like a fixed height, where you specify a particular distance. Whatever the leading is for the type, so I don't know what leading I've actually got on this top. Leading, I think it's probably, I think this is 10 on 12. Cap height, leading, X height. And I think I'll use X height and centered, and I'm going to maybe add some more text in there. And then I might make this just a little bigger and see if the text flows kind of evenly. This is center aligned. You could try center aligned. You could do align justified with the last line flush left, or justified with the last line centered, depending on your shape. This particular shape being somewhat irregular, you don't really notice what's happening on the last line. Actually, you don't see the last line. Center aligned, left aligned. Left aligned, not that interesting when you're doing this sort of fill. I'm going to leave it at centered. And I'm going to go back to area type options and give that just a little more inset, because I have such a fat line. I might just try to keep dog in there. Lazy dog, about there. Okay, so that's how you do area type, and that's how you change the color of the fill and the stroke, and how you keep the type from running into your stroke.